Okay. Well, welcome everybody. I am super excited for tonight. Melissa has some really great stuff to share with us. And so it is going to be a great call. This is the Team Rising Phoenix weekly team huddle. And let me see if I can, I'm Joy Bowen for those who are new or might be watching this video and don't know who I am. I am the co-founder of Team Rising Phoenix, 6-star diamond. We are an elite team. I don't know how to like wrap all that into one coherent sentence, so I just ramble through it. But it just means that our team is having some success and we are super excited about that. In fact, as I'm trying to like find what happened, there's my Zoom. When I keep it, please assign another host. I'm not leaving the meeting. Cancel. Okay. What did we were ranked at like what, 178 or something like that? Does anyone remember?
Yes. For
January? That's pretty awesome. I think last year we started at 199. So like I was super stoked. I'm like, woohoo, we're starting the ranks like ahead of where we were last year, which is like crazy to me. So, okay, let me share my screen here. Dun, dun, dun. Please work. Okay. Yay! I'll move you up here. All right, so before we hand things over to Melissa tonight, I wanted to just welcome you all. I'm so glad you guys took time out of your busy weeks to gather up, because I really feel like these calls can be super helpful and encouraging. We are going to celebrate some wins together. We're going to do a little recognition. I have just a couple updates and reminders about some upcoming events, and then we're going to hand things off to Melissa. So real quick, I would love to celebrate the win with you guys. So who has something good that they want to share?
I've already hit SC5 after my girl signed great today. So yeah, we just have to finalize out her pack, but it'll be SC5. So yay,
good
early.
Job. Good job. Success Club by the 15th. That's like the way to do it. Who else has something good?
I have 3 new challengers this month who have really great big fitness goals, and they're ladies and girls that I've been talking to for months and months and months, and they're like, now is the time. So I'm so excited to be working with them. So
that's super awesome, Adrian. I love it. Anybody else? So quiet. No wins personally, family-wise, or other? We need some more energized people. All right. Well, if you have something you want to share, you just butt on in and say, "Ooh, I remembered," and we want to celebrate with you. So we'll move on. Okay, we got some new coaches that were added to our team. So I just want to take a moment to welcome John Hoffman, and I think it's Bolette. Anna Marie Bolette, Rachel Weidemeyer. If I'm slaughtering these names, someone please jump in and help me. Devin Johnson, Brenna Urban, and Angela Vandevelde. We are super excited to welcome you to our team. Also wanted to do a huge shout out to Tiffany Roberts, who was a first 30 success starter. She was invited to a call with Carl Deichler, and that is a huge thing. When you hit Success Club, your first 30 days as a coach, you are invited to a leadership call with Carl Deichler. If you hit Success Club your first 3 months, they give you a free ticket to Summit. So it's a super, super big deal to them and to us. We want to recognize Donna Dorman Madison, who achieved 1 star this past Thursday, and she was announced on the call. I don't know if you guys caught her name this morning on the wake-up call, but that was super fun to hear one of our coaches be included on those announcements. Love A couple updates. I just want to make sure you guys know that beginning March 1st, a new Shakeology home direct order is going to be 2 Success Club points instead of 1. That's awesome sauce. Yes. I did a little whoop whoop for that. The All Access Challenge Pack is going to continue at the same price point. So that is extremely good news because I felt like that was well priced. But it's going to go down to 2 Success Club points beginning March 1st instead of 3. So here's the deal, people. Like, you have all of February to take advantage of this being 3 Success Club points, and you earn trip dollars every time you get a Success Club point. So, like, it's time to get on the ball and take advantage of that, because it definitely will help you long term if you take advantage of that special this month. Okay, I wanted to do just a little update for you guys. We all got back from the Diamond Leadership Retreat from last week, and it was amazing. And the cool thing, the reason why I want to share this with everyone is that we have changed some things so that next year even more people can join us. So let me share a little. Okay, so we had a little fun. I want to share that with you guys because right now we are making plans for the 2018 Diamond Leadership Retreat. And it's right now that you need to decide. We're going to have a men's retreat and a women's retreat. So Jay, no worries. You're going to be taken care of. We got like a golf retreat. Whoa, I got to turn off. Something's auto playing. Okay, there we go. We're going to have like a golf retreat for the dudes who qualify next year, or this year for next year. So anyway, the cool thing about what we are doing is we are partnering up again with the Rockstar team, and we are opening this up to the entire downline. So to receive an invitation to join, all you have to do is become a new 2017 Diamond. Super simple, you guys. You can do that like in 30, 60, maximum 90 days if you're working, okay? We can help you. Totally achievable to become a new 2017 Diamond this year. And then if you are an existing 2016 Diamond, you either advance in rank or become a team leader. So you can either become, if you're a Diamond coach, you become a Star Diamond coach, or you can become a team leader. If you're a 1-star coach, then you need to advance to either team leader or 2-star. And then the other requirement is that you have to achieve Success Club 8 out of 12 months. So, you know, and for coaches who join later on in the year, there will be a sliding scale. So here, I know that's so intimidating. I remember the first time I started like in July, and I was like, I can't make that Diamond retreat. Like, no way am I going to be able to do that or whatever. I can't be one of those people. Yes, you can. What I have found to be the sole difference maker between those who go and those who don't go is that, you know, they just adopt a I'm going to make it happen attitude, and they get it done. So if that's something that you want to be a part of next year and you want to put on your goal list, make sure you reach out to your sponsor and develop a plan, a goal, and then just work for it. So we really want you there. I'm sure a lot of the coaches will be sharing some of their takeaways from the trip. And we definitely want to get as many people from Rising Phoenix there next year. Last year we had 3 coaches represented from Team Rising Phoenix at the leadership retreat. This year we had 6 in addition to me. And so I want to at least double what we take back next year. I would love to triple or make it even more, but I think we can totally at least double the amount of people who are going to be able to go. Okay. Okay, real quick, let me wrap up this other stuff. We have the gathering that's coming up. This is going to be an opportunity to hang out with Star Diamond coaches, have training, build relationships. You know, if you have some frequent flyer miles and you want to come join us from far away, like, we would love to have you. We are going to make this a very special weekend. It's in tandem with our Super Sunday in April, which is actually gearing up to be a pretty big event. We've got Jesse Reagan. You guys know how much we promote him. He's going to be coming to talk to us about social media. And then Joel Freeman is going to be on site for the Dallas Super Sunday as well. I also want to get Coach Summit on your radar. It's July 13th through 16th. Right now, tickets are $195. They do give free tickets for those success starters who achieve Success Club the first 3 months of their business. And we cram into rooms to make it all work. But you guys, this is like the event of the year. You don't want to miss it. It is so difficult to communicate all the training that happens. And sometimes, you know, the training that's shared, like you'll pick something up that was meant just for you that maybe like I wouldn't pick up on. So, you know, don't outsource your personal development and don't outsource Summit for others to relay back to you. Definitely want to encourage you to go. The last day to start your new rank qualification for Summit recognition is May 11th. We just got final word on that. So if you want to be recognized and walk the stage as a new Star Diamond coach, May 11th is your goal date. And that's super, super fun. Okay, I asked Melissa to share a little bit with us about her story before she dives in. She is a Team Rising Phoenix Lifetime Diamond coach. She joined in May 1st of 2016. I looked that up for you, Melissa.
Okay. I was thinking it was May 31st, but it was May 1st. Okay.
May 1st. And so, anyway, she has been a wonderful leader for our team, and she's taken her next steps by leading her first call tonight jointly with me. So I am super proud of her, and she was with us at the retreat. So Melissa, take it away. Tell us a little bit about what prompted you to sign up as a coach, and then let's just dive on in. Do you want me to do the slides for you?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I'm too afraid to try to share on mine.
Okay.
It'll probably like crash. I'll like shut us all off somehow.
You're good.
So I started in May, but my journey with my health started at 40 when I was going through a pretty yucky divorce. I had some major health issues. We thought I was going to not live, which my health wasn't that bad, but I had bronchitis that turned into pneumonia, and I was sick for over 7 weeks, running 103-degree fever. And it was kind of at that point that I decided that I really needed to step back and start taking care of me. I was turning into a single mom. My ex-husband wasn't real involved. And so I needed to be a better me, to be a better mom for my kids. And I needed to be a better example. And so it took me a while. I started playing with the 5-day challenges. I started with a different coach besides Joy, and she just never promoted the Shakeology. She didn't promote the challenge pack. So all I knew was the 5-day challenge. And so I did that kind of off and on. I started running. I ran my first marathon at 41. I just ran number 5 the weekend before retreat. So that was a great recovery zone for me to be at retreat. And then I kind of started, my current husband and I started dating, and I kind of got bad because, you know, you start dating and you go out and you have your wine and you have your desserts and all those things that you don't normally have. And so I connected with one of my sorority sisters and said, hey, I'm doing a 5-day challenge group. You want to start? And Joy was our coach. And so Joy kind of asked me for probably about a year. It was a year and a half before I finally said yes. And once I said yes, Joy was like, okay, you're all in. I need some help. I've got some goals. I need you to do this, this, and this. So right away, I was 100% in, no matter if I was ready to be or not. So, but it was the best thing ever for me, because I probably would have procrastinated and dragged my feet, and I'd probably still have nobody underneath me. So Joy is a blessing as a leader, and she's just made a huge impact on my life. I have some coaches underneath me. I've had coaches drop out, so my rank has kind of gone up and down, and so I'm back in rebuilding phase right now, and just I look forward to every day of what this brings and every single opportunity it has to offer. And I'm looking forward to being a kingdom leader. The retreat this weekend was just incredible on how to be a better leader and how to set a better example for your team and for yourself. And so I'm super excited.
Well, I love you, and I'm super excited for what you're going to share with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, learn to love the no. I'm sure everybody on this call would love to learn to love the no, including myself. So, take it away.
All right. Well, as we all know, the no is not easy, but the no is like a huge part of our business and what makes us successful. And so unfortunately, after being on retreat, I've got to rely on my notes tonight. Sorry, guys. So, but basically, we all have to deal with the no. It's part of our opportunity. How we handle the rejection, though, is what determines our path. So how about if you turned it around so that you could actually look forward to rejection? If you get upset when people say no, you'll be much more prone to get clingy and chasing them. So you're no longer coaching, you're no longer trying to help them, but you get in that desperation mode, and people sense that, and they're going to shut you out. They're going to be like, no way, what she has isn't legitimate. So no one wants to be chased, and if a prospect suspects that you're chasing them, not only will they run from you, but it'll also crush your chances of bringing them in the future. And it also lowers your chances of ever being able to get a referral, because even if it's not for them and they tell you no, it doesn't mean it's not for somebody that they know or for one of their friends or family members. So when you persevere, you can persevere or you can perish, basically, in this business. So if you start letting your no's drive you to quit, you're automatically going to fail. If you can get past that no and look at it as part of your growth in your business, then you're going to succeed. May not be on our timeline, it might not be as quickly as we want it, but we will succeed. There's always going to be somebody that for some reason doesn't like or support what we do. It's crucial that we don't allow our fear of rejection to become the stopping point in our businesses. Instead of overcoming the fear, which takes a long time, we need to learn how to make that fear work for us. So basically, you can let your fear and rejection turn into feedback, or you can turn it into failure. We all know what others think and say about us is much more powerful statement about them than it is us. So when I can never control what somebody else thinks or feels about me, I can only control my attitude and how I deal with myself personally. And if I worry more about what other people think about me and what other people feel about me than being true to myself, then I'm automatically going to fail. So knowing that, you can relax, take the pressure off yourself. When you receive feedback from other people, such as I'm not interested, or you're not the right coach for me, or I'm not inspired by your product, let go of your emotional attachment to that feedback and use it as data to create a more laser-sharp marketing for your business. So perhaps you're not speaking to the right people, or maybe your message isn't clear, but don't shy away from somebody just because they're telling you no, or they don't want to hear what you currently have to offer, because they may be wrong, or they might be having a bad day, or it might ignite in you that you need to make some changes in how you're presenting yourself, how you're presenting the business. So use it as a positive and don't let it discourage you. So from there, we're going to learn to turn our no's into yeses. So when somebody turns down an opportunity, don't just shrink away and feel defeated. Ask them why. Why is a huge question. And this is one of my areas I struggle with. I'm still learning. But when they tell you why, you have room to negotiate. Their why might be the timing's off. Offer it to them again in the future. It might be that the program isn't a good fit for them. If I ask if they know anyone that might be a good fit for, just because it isn't for them, then I might actually get a referral from asking that why. Even if the only result from asking the why is that you have an interesting conversation and you make a new friend, you've still turned rejection into an opportunity because you've created a new relationship. So even though it's a no for that customer, you still have a relationship that you're developing, and you still have future opportunities. You have opportunities to connect with that person more deeply, and in connecting with them, you learn about yourself. I know every time I meet somebody new, I learn something more about me. I learned so much from so many of the women on the retreat that I never knew about myself. I learned I had strengths that I didn't realize I had, and I learned that I had some weaknesses that I just a lot of times overlooked. But when you start talking to other people, you learn some ways to overcome all of that. So, and it may feel like an emotional risk to inquire why, but learning to take healthy risks will also help you in all other areas of your business. So take on the opposite perspective. So like a bunch of fish swimming in the sea, don't always just follow the status quo, don't always go with the flow, but be that one odd duck that kind of flows the other way. So feeling rejected often leaves us with kind of a stinging feeling. You know, we all don't like it. It's yucky. It doesn't always feel good. It kind of feels like we missed out on something. But if you look at the opposite perspective, that the opportunity wasn't right for me, then something even more perfect and aligned is on the way for you. So one door might have closed, but you're a step closer to reaching your ultimate goal. Change your mindset can change the way you feel about the outcome. And we focus on the opportunity instead of the missed opportunity. That's where we'll find our experience. That's where we find our growth. So from there, we're going to stop playing mind games with ourselves. And so when you start with any new venture, you're going to look at it and say, I can't do this. I mean, we've all heard it from our potential customers. I can't do that. I don't know how you do that. I don't want to do that. And then you kind of talk to them and they realize, okay, I want to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So then you get them to start to do it. And then they're kind of like, well, I still don't know. And I still do that with Joy. It's like, I still don't know what I'm doing. So I use my upline a lot. I use the training that's available through Beachbody a lot. And I learn how to do it. And then I start trying. And then you convince yourself that you can do it. And then finally, you're going to do it. You're just going to get used to the everyday steps. You're going to get used to your 30-minute power hour, your hour power hour, whatever you have time for, and you will start hitting success. So when I attain the goal of feeling satisfied, if I get to the next level in my business, or I can finally relax and do what I love, if you truly believe these thoughts, rejection isn't so soul-crushing. It's like, you know that because somebody else's no is a way to get you to the next process. So it takes multiple no's to get your yes, and it takes multiple no's to develop you personally and to develop your business. So whatever you feel about yourself now is what you'll feel about yourself when you attain the future. So it's very critical to align your mindset, not with the rejection that you're getting, but with your long-term goals and what you truly want to achieve. So when you understand that part of it, rejection no longer has the power to hurt you, but you see it as a growth in your business, because it's going to take so much rejection and so many people telling you their whys or what you're not giving them that they need for you to be able to grow. So rejection is part of the package. It's just how you tackle it and you keep going that determines if you're going to succeed or just set it aside. So, and I'm sure we've all felt rejected in our businesses. I know I have, I still do, but at the same time, that rejection, I'm learning to make it drive me. So what can I take out of an experience when I get rejected from somebody? What can I learn from it? How can I be better? Or how can I help them be better people too? Because just because this opportunity isn't for them, it doesn't mean that they still don't have personal growth and development or other areas. It still doesn't mean that they don't need that relationship with you. So even though I might not get Success Club points or a customer, I'm still gaining a relationship and somebody else to learn and develop me from. So, which is huge, because the more people that you can learn to relate to and grow from, the more able you're going to be able to connect with other people in the future. So don't take your no's personally. When someone says no, they're not rejecting you as a person. They're simply saying your opportunity or your product isn't right for them right now. So a no right now might turn into a yes in the future. I just had my girl that just signed up today. She's been a no since May. And I finally got her to do the workouts with me last month. She joined my challenge group. She didn't do the Shakeology yet, but she liked it. She liked the process. And so she finally gave me a yes. So it's taken multiple months. I gave Joy a no for a year and a half. And, you know, she never gave up on me. And we developed in that year, we developed a relationship. I learned that I could trust her. I learned that she was going to be consistent. So even though I had a no, it wasn't a permanent, it was a no for the time because it wasn't right for me. So you've got to get to the point where you've engaged detachment. So it means that you can connect with your prospect, but you remain detached from their decision. So you can't take their no as a personal to you. It has to do with them and where they're at. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you can't succeed. It doesn't mean that what you have isn't correct. It's just not for them right now. So just remember, it's about them. It's not always about you. So, and embrace your no. It gets you closer to yes. every yes that you get is a game of numbers in any type of business and any type of marketing. You think about when you go to the mall, how many stores do you walk into and you look at the racks and you talk to the sales associates and you tell them no. I mean, it's the numbers game. That's why the malls are there. They need the volume of people coming through to be able to make their sales and to hit their numbers and to hit their retail goals. So basically what you need to do is look at your business and how many no's are you currently having to get before you finally get a yes. And so from there, you need to develop your ratio and prospect accordingly. So if you need to hit Success Club 5, you need to determine how many customers that takes you on your average now, how many no's do you have to get before you get your yeses to hit SC5. And so it's all numbers to get your yes. And so set your goal of number of no's you want each day and then count them. And once you've hit that number, you're good. So instead of counting your yeses, start counting your no's. If you run into Success Street when you're getting more yeses than you expected, though, you don't quit. You keep going until your base number of no's meets the numbers that you're targeting, because that way your success momentum keeps going. You don't stop prospecting. So a lot of times when we have success, we kick back and we relax and we feel good. It's like, oh, I feel great about my success. But what's wrong with that is we've quit promoting and putting into our business what it takes to maintain that success. And so we still have to have a lot of prospects telling us no. And the best time to do that is while you have your yeses and successes. Increase your no's according to your yeses. So while you have your energy high, you're still going to get even more success. If you quit pumping that well, it's just like a professional athlete that's making buku billions of dollars and they're having their best game ever and their coach pulls them out of the game because they're successful. So if you quit reaching for your number of no's, you're pulling yourself out when you're having your highlights of success in your key game. So don't ever stop. Don't ever give up. Keep prospecting for your no's so that way you still have your yeses coming in even when you're successful. And then basically the way you deal with being told no is one of the best indicators of future success. And I went back to the old Rocky movie. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. So, and then from there, I did give you guys like an objection management little chart, and this has helped me more than anything. It is just kind of a little questionnaire that I developed for myself. And basically, I set up some questions. I put in 4 of my own, and I kind of constantly rotate the bottom 4. The others are pretty common. I don't have time. I'm not interested. It's too expensive. Send me more information. We already use another product. Now's not a good time. Those are the rejections that we all hear constantly. So what I did is I took some time for those top 6, and I basically answered in my own voice a response to every single one of those rejections. And I have about 3 or 4 different sentences that I use, and I rotate them around. So that way if people cycle back through, I have more than one conversation to have. I don't sound like I'm just recording. But then I started identifying through my no's my other rejections that I was getting for people, and then I identify objective ways to handle those on top of it. So hopefully that'll help you guys a little bit too. And if anybody has any questions, I would love to try to help you guys any way I can. So short, quick, and sweet. Sorry.
That was are you kidding me? Sorry. That was amazing. I wrote, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sitting here writing a ton of notes. Like even at this point in my business, I fall into that trap of like, you get all the yeses you need for the month, and then I shift into like team management mode or whatever else needs to be done. That's what contributes to my stress moving into like the next month, right? Because I haven't been steadily pumping the well as I should. So that's universal, girl. Persevere or perish. I loved that idea. And I also really loved that visual of going from like the steps of pretty much belief, but like going from I can, like where you have a little bit of success to like switching that mindset to I will. Right. And that's where you won't give up. Like you just make it happen. Who else had some takeaways they'd like to share or questions?
I think it was great. Is there any way we can get that form that you had at the end?
Yes. I'll post it on our team page.
Okay. I think I took a lot of notes too, but where you said rejection is just feedback, I think that's so important, and I forget that so often. And I just think it's just rejection, and then I don't ask why. But when you said, ask why and try to get more feedback, I think that was great. So it was awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, Heather.
Anyone else? Anybody feel frightened of the no, or are you guys pretty comfortable with the no?
I don't think anyone is comfortable with no. If you
I was gonna
are,
say,
I'm going to be like,
I still hate no, but when I look at it more as something to learn from instead of just a no, I feel much better about it.
I liked the concept of the engaged detachment, connecting with the prospect, but not being attached to their response or their rejection. I thought that was good.
So good. Well, Melissa, you knocked it out of the ballpark, sister. Thank you so much for sharing. This was great information. I'm going to share it with the Rockstar team too, in case they would like to listen to your thoughts, but I thought they were super insightful. So thank you, everybody, for being on the call tonight. I hope it gave you a little breakthrough or a little token of encouragement to take that next step forward in your business. And as always, we are here to help you move forward. So we love you guys, and rock on. Knock February out of the park. Make it happen. All right?
Thanks, Melissa.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.